program is brought to you in association with First National Bank of Botswana. The current labour market is highly competitive for those already employed, but especially graduates who in most cases have no work experience or don't know the ins and outs of entrepreneurship. To give context, Statista states that the youth unemployment rate in Botswana set at 41.2% in 2021. This is obviously not accounting for the thousands of graduates that joined the market in 2022, graduating from various institutions of higher learning. This means that with each passing year, it becomes harder and harder to land a job because the market is becoming that much cutthroat. In realizing this, one of the local commercial banks, through their CSR arm, opened a youth training facility in Molepolole called First Youth in 2020. The facility offers training on entrepreneurship and work readiness, both of which have been accredited by BQA to unemployed youth. The goal is to upskill the youth as a way to make them more marketable to employers as well as to run successful businesses. At present, a total of 277 youth have graduated from the program since its inception in 2020, with some having active businesses and others already employed. To appreciate the foundation's efforts, First Issues took a drive to Molepolole, where the center is, to also speak to the project's manager, Bonang Saleta, on how interested youth can enroll for the program and how the project will be sustainably kept operational moving forward.
We, in fact, have a very detailed selection criteria. So what we do is, upon enrollment, we issue a call for applications for the various youth to apply into the program. And as you might be aware, we have two pathways in the program: entrepreneurship or career development. So when we issue that call for applications, we invite them to apply for the program that they are interested in, either entrepreneurship or career development. We make the call on our various social media pages, on the IED Facebook page, also on the Fnbb Facebook page, Instagram, Twitter, and LinkedIn. Because we are in Molepolole, predominantly we target youth from Molepolole. So we go around Molepolole in strategic areas to talk about the program. We go to the Khotla, we go to the Member of Parliament office, we work a lot with MySec, we work a lot with Leah next door. So whenever we have a call for applications, we inform them so that they help us in taking word out. As part of the selection criteria, we are looking, first of all, for out of school youth between the ages 18 to 35. And we want very serious people. We assess the applications as they come in. We also call them for oral interviews to make sure that at the end of the day we are admitting people who will first of all take the program very seriously and who the program will benefit.
As is the case with any project, sustainability is important. How does Resaleza see this project being sustained and possibly expanded to further parts of the country?
The youth are not expected to pay anything because everything has been paid for by the sponsor, that is Fnbb Foundation. All that we require from them is their dedication, their seriousness, and to take the program seriously. So what we do is every cohort, we produce reports and send to Fnbb Foundation. They review them and see if the program is making significant impact. So based on the impact that the program has made to date, that is why Fnbb Foundation has seen it fit to continue putting money into the project. So basing on the work that we've done and the projections that we have, we anticipate that and hope the bank will continue to sponsor the program. Whether or not we open other centers across the country is entirely Fnbb Foundation's call. But based on the impact that we continue to make from this center, I believe it would be in their best interest to consider other areas outside Molepolole, because there have been calls by youth from outside Molepolole asking when they will also get to enjoy this service.
Well, First Issues caught up with one of First National Bank of Botswana Foundation's trustees, Regina Sikalesele-Vaka, on the sidelines of the First Youth inaugural graduation ceremony to talk about, amongst other things, the strides that the centre has made since 2020. Regina shares with us first what the First Youth programme is and what it aims to achieve.
The First Youth program is a program that is run in association with our project managers, and it's really like, shall I call it an academy, where we take unemployed youth and give them skills, entrepreneurial skills, together with finding a career skills. So it's a project that was started in 2019, because as soon as it started, then COVID hit us, and it's been running now for 2 years. We now have 383 graduates that have graduated from it, and we have 185 trainees that are going on to it. So it's basically an empowerment, a youth empowerment program that we're running under the foundation. And maybe I should just give a little bit of history about what the foundation does. The foundation is the community corporate social responsibility arm of the First National Bank. And so it works with communities to empower communities and to make sure that there's growth and development with people. So that's basically what it does, and that's basically what the project is about.
She further explains that of all those who graduated from the program, around 60% either have active businesses or have found jobs.
I think what we need to say that some of them, while they are still on the program, actually do get jobs and they fall off the program. But of the ones that have completed the program, 59, almost 60% of them have either set up businesses or have been employed. So the numbers are quite high. And as Resa explained, the course is for 4 months, and then the 3 months is hand-holding and, what shall I call it, hand-holding and just making sure that they're settling in. So we believe that 60% is a good success rate, especially since it commenced during COVID and there was a lot of disruptions. We're seeing that number will increase.
2 of the graduates spoke to First Issues about what they thought to be the biggest takeaways for them from being partakers in this program and how they intend on applying these learnings in their respective businesses and professional careers.
I run a web development company called Tito Tech. With the First Youth program, my greatest take was the personal development program. It really took me to understanding who I am and what I really loved and what I wanted to do and how to do it, and do it in such a way that it can profit or it can benefit other people. Yeah, so that was my greatest take, and I've applied that to my personal and my business side. So I have a lot that I have taken home from there.
I am a counselor by training. I have a bachelor's degree in counseling. I am in the civil society movement space, specifically human rights space. I sit in the board of directors of Legabibo as the vice board secretary, and currently that is what I'm doing. And with regards to how the program has shaped me, just like any other person, I got into the program not knowing really how I'm going to integrate my, looking at the fact that I'm from the human rights space, I couldn't think about how entrepreneurship and human rights could be integrated. Today I'm working from this program, knowing that since the civil society movement has been really struggling in terms of securing funds to sustain its programs, because of the fact that the outbreak of COVID-19 had really affected the inflow of funding from different countries that we depend on to fund our programs. It was critical for me to take this program to know, different ways of trying to navigate sustaining funding for my organization.
Having learned these skills, how do these 2 gentlemen intend on applying these to both their professional and entrepreneurial pursuits?
I have graduated. I'm very confident that the skills and knowledge that I've acquired from this program will assist me. And also, I'm very confident and in terms of applying for scholarships, master's programs, and I'm using the skills and knowledge that I've acquired from this program to actually apply for these scholarships.
The program, I really learned a lot of things that prevented me from taking advantage of latest market trends. You know, after COVID, a lot of the market changed for us IT people. So I've learned to adapt, I've learned to rethink a lot of things and produce solutions that actually work for today's market.